Hi everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do the secrets of the universe for all elements, fire, earth, water, and air. We will be pulling a collective message first before we get into the different elements, but these messages are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So whatever your element is, just take the messages. There's always good messages that come out, but they are general, so if they resonate, great. If they don't, please put them aside. Obviously the messages are not meant for you this week, and that's perfectly fine. There are videos from before that might resonate with you more, so please feel free to check those out as well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. We are so glad to have you here. If you are my Vibe Tribe, you know I love you so much, and I'm just so grateful to have you here on this journey with me. Thank you for all the love and the support that you have given this channel, given me, and the support that we have within this tribe is just amazing. So if you feel compelled and want to support the channel, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends if you feel like it could help them. Drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates. I love reading your comments. And let's see what we got going on. So we're going to start with the collective message first. So this is going to be for all elements, okay? And these are the secrets of the universe. What does the universe want you to know right now? And it could be anything, okay? So we have Mary Magdalene. So the divine feminine energy is showing up on the board in Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. And Mary Magdalene says, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Wow. Wow, guys. Okay, like I cannot make this up. It literally says, I am the bridge between heaven and earth, and Inanna is the queen of heaven and earth. So not only are you like, what they're trying to get us to do is bridge that gap, okay? And it's knowing that we have this direct connection to source and to these beautiful divine spirits that are sharing love and wisdom and abundance with us. And there's nothing to hide, y'all. You do not have to hide your light. See and accept all that you are in this moment. You are fully human and fully divine. Oh my goodness. You are the warrior princess, and whether you are male or female, we are definitely dealing with some very strong divine feminine energy, which most of the people who watch my channel are divine feminine energy, whether they are male or not. But we have the balance between need and necessity, okay? And this is saying that, you know, all these material things that we chase after in this life, you know, yes, it's nice to have them, but in reality, the spiritual evolution, the connection and the wholeness of our heart is so much more important. And when we can balance that divine feminine, divine masculine energy to know that our intuition is correct, that our heart is full with God by our side, there is no lack or limitation, yet we also have the capability to stand up and go after what it is that source needs us to do to change the frequency on this planet. Trust in the magic, y'all, okay? Trust in the magic. Focus and then act. You have the power to act upon your divine guided plans, and you also have the truth and the clarity to speak up for yourself when it is necessary. It doesn't mean that we have to go around and say, this is who I am and everything I be. You know, it's just like, this is who I am, and being good with that. Like, you don't have to convince people, because just simply being in your truth, people are going to see it regardless. You don't have to, you know, share everything with the world and every little detail of your life, because that is strictly between you and source. That is your special connection, and not everyone's going to understand it, right? Because that magic is not meant for everyone. The same signs and synchronicities and the magic that I receive is not going to be the same way that you receive, and that's the beauty and the individuality of our connection with source, and source lives here, right? Oh my goodness. Your third eye is opening. There is balance happening. Yeah, we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out too, guys. So this is talking about the seeds that you have planted, right? The seeds that you have planted. Oh, all right. And listen, okay, so before I move on, the Seven of Pentacles talks about the seeds that you have planted are coming to this place of growing, of nurturing. It's divine timing, right? And you have to love and nurture the seeds that you have planted. All your dreams, all your hopes, all your inspirations, all of these things that you want to experience in your life, they're all coming about. But she also has the basket of fruit in her hand, and she's talking to these seeds that she has planted, waiting for that fruit to get to the point of picking, to the point of harvest. And it takes patience, it takes dedication, and not giving up on your dreams and your hopes. And just because something might not seem so easy, we don't just give up on the things that we believe in, right? Whether that be ourselves, whether that be the goal of opening up your own business, or putting your fear aside and going for those relationships that make your heart flutter, that you know are meant for you, leaving temptation behind, but going after your soul's truth. What if you take your mind out of it and take all that fear and put it aside? What does your heart tell you that you want? What does your heart need at this time? Now, with the devil energy here, it's saying that there are a lot of things that you are energetically connected to that might not be healthy for you, whether that is the seeds of doubt that are being planted, and that's that self-limiting beliefs, that lack mentality that's kind of keeping your heart captured, right? And it's all these negative, low vibrational energies that are saying, we don't want your heart to express yourself. We want to keep you imprisoned, right? And it's time to break free of that. And this right here, the Hangman, this is what they're saying. That's what this devil energy, it's that not moving forward and not going after what your heart knows it wants, because the devil energy, those low vibrational frequencies, that fear that's keeping you stuck and stagnant, knowing that you need to move forward, but the fear's keeping you in place. That's what this low vibrational energy is doing, and they're telling you you are a freaking warrior, and you need to balance out the energies between need and necessity, divine feminine, divine masculine, using your intuition, focusing on what it is that you want, using law of attraction, and then acting upon it when you know that the time is right, okay? And you will know when the time is right, because they're telling you. You will move forward. You will choose to overcome this fear and say, no more. I'm moving forward. I am moving on to more peaceful energies, calmer waters, healthy, balanced relationships, that career or that job that I've always wanted. I want peace and contentment in my life, and that's how we get it. We get it from within. We get it from source, and we say, I will not let fear drive my life anymore. Right? It's about believing in yourself, making a clear decision, and looking forward towards your horizon. Wow. Don't hold on to things that you want to say, guys. This is very, very important. If you need to speak up, right? Say what you feel. Say what you need to say. Don't be afraid to walk into an interview and say, I know I'm right for this job. I know that I can bring a lot to the table, because no one can bring what you bring, right? And listen, anything that's not meant to be in your life will ultimately leave. But if it is meant to be, it will always come back around. So be aware of that and understand that when you have the confidence in yourself and you know what you are showing up with, and you believe that you have what it takes to succeed, all of your dreams are going to come true. It is very beautiful, the energy that I'm feeling. So I hope that helps you guys. Let's see what else we got going on, though. What sign do y'all want to start with first? They want to start with water. So we're going to start with water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have going on for the water signs? Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Joan of Arc, a warrior of light, guys. Okay? And this says, I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. And this is exactly what I was saying. Water signs, you got to speak up, guys. Okay? So listen, they are telling you, you are the warrior. You have been through the battle. And there still might be battles that need to be won. But you have steel-like faith in yourself, because God is leading you to the darkest places in order for you to remove these things from this world and from self, that devil energy, and saying, you will not win. I will not let fear win in this case. I choose to honor my truth, and I believe in myself. I am ready to draw my sword, and I walk into these opportunities with conviction. I will say what I need to say. I will honor what I believe in and what I'm moving towards, and I will fight off anything that is going to stop me, because your angels are protecting you. Okay? Yes, she has armor on her body, but she also has her face exposed. So this is her connection to source. It's her connection to the angels, and, you know, having that clairvoyance energy where they're dropping information in and telling you what you need to do. Don't let that devil energy plant those seeds of doubt to tell you, don't do it, don't say it. All these things that are keeping you from moving forward. Like, if you try to leave a situation, but yet no matter what you do, you can't, or it's really hard for you, then any resistance that you're meeting is telling you that it's not meant to happen that way. You need to make the sacrifice, okay? This is like, and you were born to create is on the bottom, guys. So that seed of life, okay? The cosmic egg is ready to hatch. And it's saying by staying strong and facing your demons, right? Facing those fears, and understanding that it's by putting the death of your false ego and putting to the death of those fears that have been holding you back for so long, and standing in your truth. Sometimes we have to sacrifice certain parts of ourselves in order to come to this warrior energy, right? To say, I choose to stand in God's grace. I choose to stand in their light, and I choose to live the best version of myself. And all you can do is the best that you can at this time. If you need help, reach out for help. That's why people like me are here, to do regression work, to help guide you. That's why I do the personal awakening sessions, or the personal mentor life coaching. And I dig for information, guys. I will help you through the process if you need it. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, okay? So what does the water signs need to know at this time? And listen, especially on my bigger packages, I do take payment plans. I honestly, don't like to turn people away just because they don't have the finances. I am willing to work with anyone who needs help, who is willing to do the work. Okay? So with the Knight of Swords, yeah, this is your truth. This is your communication coming in fast, fast and in a hurry. It's like your throat chakra is opening, and it's because you're finding this new sense of faith in yourself. The Emperor. Okay, so we had the Divine Feminine and the collective reading, but now we're having the Divine Masculine show up. And this is saying, like, you have the power in your hands. If you want to say something, say something. Don't be afraid to express yourself however you feel you need to express yourself. But don't do it with fear. Don't do it with malice. Do it with love. Do it with joy in your heart. With the Ace of Pentacles is going to open up new opportunities for you, whether it's a promotion, a change in your career, a new relationship, or a more devoted connection in your life, because you are being reborn, my friends. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are putting aside all these things, that sacrifice, right? Putting away all these self-limiting beliefs and all these things that you have told yourself, or people have told you about yourself for so long, of how you should be, what you should look like, how to show up in this world. But in reality, it's up to you. No one knows how to be you better than you. And it's time to reinvent yourself, okay? So I hope these messages help you, but that is what you're going through, guys. They are helping you reinvent self. So take a good look within and dig deep for that light, because it's already within you. You are not lacking whatsoever. And if you feel that your heart is not fully open or not able to give and receive openly, then that means that there is work to be done. And if you do not know how to do that, or you do not have the necessary tools or information to, please reach out. That's why I'm here, guys. I promise you, I will help you through the process. All right. So who do we want to move on to? Air. All right. So air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sigmet, the Red Lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. There's a lot about communication coming up. But on the bottom, we also have the Goddess of Light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. So there could be mirroring happening in your life right now. And maybe there are things that, you feel that are unjust, or things that, you see that are going on that you need to speak up about, and wrongs need to be righted. And they're telling you, you have the strength to speak up for yourself. Don't feel like you have to cower or back down because no one's going to hear you. Oh, they're going to hear you, okay? I feel like a lot of the throat chakras are opening up lately. And it's by giving your truth a voice, no matter what that truth is. You were born to create. You could be dealing with a water sign. But again, you're all creating new realities for yourself. It's like this magic is in your hands. We are all connected. So you're realizing just how connected all of the souls that are coming in and out of your life, how you're all connected, to Source and the earth and the universe, and how these souls are interacting with each other. And it's like such this beautiful transition, because it's the way of life. All these souls that you're coming into contact with, whether they be good or bad, they're all teaching you something, and they're all serving a purpose in your life. And it's up to you to create the reality that you want out of these circumstances. You can either let these bad things just tear you down and you give up, lay on the floor, eat some ice cream, and drink yourself to death. Or you can say, no, I see the injustice and I'm going to speak up about it. I'm going to use this to share with the world about how I feel, and I'm going to help other people feel inspired to do the same. Like, there's a lot. I honestly feel like most of you are meant to be some form of motivational speaker as well. The King of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we're on air. So yeah, you are really finding your voice and, working on your projects, very much so. Okay, the Page of Wands, so more communication, the Magician, and Judgment. Yeah, listen guys, Ten of Pentacles, you were meant to do big things. The High Priestess, oh my gosh, Queen of Swords. So we have a perfect pair here too, the King and Queen of Swords. So when you open up to those you love in your life and speak your honest truth, they're going to be able to do the same thing. Don't hold back, okay? But again, do it out of love, not out of like fear. But with the King of Swords, they're telling you this is putting aside the fear and the false ego, right? The old self, and using this higher sense of wisdom that is on your sword of truth and clarity. And like, you don't have to like rush in so much, because once you get to this point of just speaking your truth, you can say it sitting down. You don't have to like and tell everyone everything. It's just saying what you need to say, using your words wisely, and getting to the bottom of it instead of beating around the bush and using all these words to confuse the situation. It's like just saying what you need to say, giving your voice out to those people who deserve to hear it, okay? That way that you can work together, and in divine timing, you will see how everything is connected. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is like working up to it, like, perfecting your trade. So if you've had a hard time speaking up for yourself in the past, this is what you've been working on, is like moving up to really speaking up for yourself and telling the universe what it is that you want. And if you are tired of rough relationships where there's not enough reciprocity, or there's not enough equal give and take, there's not enough people who want to really work with you, but yet you have someone that is willing, then you need to speak up and be clear on how you're feeling about these things so you can work together, right? You can't just sit on the sidelines and not speak up and expect everyone to just know what you want and need, right? And with the Page of Wands, this is passionate communication coming in. So I feel like there's going to be some really heartfelt communications, very passionate talks coming in. But also understand, if there's mirroring going on, some of you could be dealing with twin flames. But also remember, any relationship in our life is reflecting back to us what we are feeling on the inside. So if we are allowing people to come in and take advantage of us, then we are feeling weak, right? We're being the people pleasers. We're being those who are willing to love someone else more than we love ourselves. And when you get to that point of loving self, then you will have someone who loves you just as much, but not any more than they love themselves. Right? So it's very important that you understand how you're showing up in the world and allow things to balance out by giving voice to it. Don't just sit back and allow other people to run your life, because you were born to create the life that you so deserve. Wow. These are really powerful messages, Spirit. Thank you so much. All right. So let's move on to fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so Adrian, Mistress of the Labyrinth, My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So they're showing you different aspects of self by going within through stillness, reflection, and contemplation, through meditation. They're telling you that if you want to change things about your life and about your relationships, your beliefs, whatever it is, you have to go within. This is why I love regression work so much, because you're able to dig into your subconscious. Our conscious mind tends to block us a lot from seeing the truth of the situation by bringing up a lot of fears and self-limiting beliefs that want us to stay stagnant, where our heart is just telling us to leap forward. But the only way through that is to go within and see how these different connections are really all just kind of leading us to different parts of our subconscious, so that we can see the truth of the matter. Like, where does that belief stem from? Is that actually my belief? And is that actually my fear? So is that my truth? Like, that, those are the things that we need to be aware of at this point in time, so that we can move forward into our divine destiny. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let the emotions flow. It's time to get in touch with your emotions, guys. Share your thoughts. Okay? So don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Don't be afraid to allow your emotions to flow, because listen, you can't heal unless you feel it. And a lot of us, listen, I got Aries 3 different places in my chart. I get it. I have never been good at crying, but I've had to learn, right? It's okay to let the emotions flow. It's okay to feel, because we don't know what happiness is like if we don't know what distraught feels like. If we don't know what pain is, how can we be so blessed with the happiness and the abundance and the generosity of the universe? How can we believe in ourselves if we haven't known what it is to put ourselves down and pick up everyone else's belief systems but not create our own? Like, we have to go through these processes and shed light on these things, so that we can release all these self-limiting patterns and, just be in our own truth and sit in it. Like, okay, this is how I feel about the situation. It's not always comfortable, but that's how you know that you are healing. If in moving forward, if it feels uncomfortable, when you are doing this kind of work, when you're going within and you're like looking at all these deeper aspects of self that have been holding you back, of course it's not comfortable, because it's not your truth. You've been creating resistance in your life due to picking up other people's belief systems. So now it's time to see your truth. It's time to see clearly by removing the fog and just allowing this heart-centered energy to flow through. It's time to stand up. It's time to rise, guys. And yeah, so it's 23, which adds up to 5. And listen, 5 is the sign of change, baby. It's the sign of change. And change does not come easy. It's saying that you have to go through some very hard times, very trialing memories and experiences in order to really, in order to get to that point of embracing the new. So we have the Knight of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Emperor. So some of you could be dealing with an air sign. Doesn't have to be. We have Star on the bottom. Could be Aquarius. Four of Wands, Two of Cups. Oh shit, with the Ace of Pentacles. So it does look like there is definitely someone that's coming back into the fire signs' lives, right? with the Moon card and the Two of Wands with the Sun. So we're talking about divine feminine, divine masculine aspects of self, or maybe you're on that twin journey where, you know, you are finally coming to this place of understanding that these journeys and these experiences that we're going through are teaching us about these different aspects of selves in order to create a more harmonized union with each other. But I do feel that the divine feminine is definitely protecting her emotions more, but she's still willing to give it a shot. With the Two of Wands, it's like needing to make a decision and following that light, okay? There could be other people involved. We have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So, but I feel like with the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, this is more about celebrating being able to work together now. Like now that you're standing in your power, because with the Three of Wands, there's a lot of threes involved. The Three of Wands talks about making a clear decision and looking towards the horizon. I almost get the full energy here, where it's like this childlike sense of manner, being in the present moment and not really paying too much attention to what is behind or in front of you. It's like just being centered and knowing that when you leap, there will be a net to catch you, right? And the Emperor says, just do it. Just do it, guys. Whatever your heart or your soul needs at this time, you just need to do it and take inspired action. Speak up for yourselves and go on whatever journey you need to go on in order to seek your individual truth. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on? What secrets do you have for my Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light, I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Wow. This is making a vow to yourself to never dim your light for anyone, because, listen, the world needs your light, Earth signs, okay? They're telling you that there is nothing more in this world that you need than the light within you. Your soul, your soul's perfection is your main mission on this earth. And you are that beacon for so many others in this world. And we need that. So don't be afraid of intimidating other people, because your soul is divine, divine light. And they're telling you that your soul will light the way through any dark moments or cloudy days, any moment that you start to feel like you can't see the path clearly enough. Tap in, tune in to source, to your higher self, and allow them to guide you, to lead the way. There is so much. I feel like this is making a vow to your mission and not stopping for anyone or anything. And it's like being in this state of flow, like water, right? Anytime water meets resistance, it can cut through rock, right? Like nothing can stop water. And it's one of those things where think of a canyon, right? There's so many bends and turns. Once it meets a blockage, it flows in a different direction. It always finds a way. It can get through the smallest cracks and just get through so much adversity because it is fluid. This is what they're telling you. Stay fluid, my friends. What does my Earth signs need to know? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Need and necessity, and share your thoughts. So, Hear the Ancient Ones is on the bottom. So you are getting downloads of divine wisdom that has helped nurturing your growth for your mission here on Earth, okay? With need and necessity, yeah, there's an ending and a beginning happening here. It's the balancing out of the divine feminine, divine masculine energies. I feel like they're trying to help you move through these changes, right? Because with a 10, it breaks into 2 5s. And again, the 5s are people, anyone who has a 5 in their life or number, like life path number, these are people who go through a lot of really hard shit. And it's because you have to face adversity in order to get to that level of being able to really open up to the abundance that the universe is trying to hand us. And it's being at peace and letting them drop this wisdom in by seeing the light, knowing our intuition is on point and taking inspired action, but also sharing our thoughts. Again, another freaking 5, guys. Like, there's a lot of significant changes. So this could be a pretty uncomfortable time, or this has been something that you have just dealt with a lot in your life, and now they're telling you it's coming to an end. But this is just a phase, right? It's just a phase that's coming to an end. It doesn't necessarily mean that with this kind of energy that I'm feeling from this card, it is not going to be the easiest road, and it's going to take a lot of due diligence to stay on course. Because listen, with light workers with this kind of energy, there's always going to be lower vibrational forces that are going to try to stop you, because they do not want you to succeed. So you have to stay diligent and in alignment with love for self and for God, because listen, God is not going to leave your side on this one. You have a big mission here on earth, for those that I'm talking to, okay? And you don't have anything to worry. You have the authority to cut out anything that is slowing you down or stopping you, or trying to stop you from accomplishing your goals and your mission, that's trying to slow you down, okay? The Queen of Swords is looking right at this Hangman, and they're saying no more time for procrastination. Yes, you've had time for reflection, but now it's time to act, and I'm hearing that very clearly, okay? You need to share your thoughts, be clear with your communication, but keep your heart open, right? You don't want to keep your heart blocked off and not be able to listen to it to the point that you stay stagnant, because that is what the lower vibrational forces will do to people with this kind of energy that I'm picking up on. What else do we have? Yeah, because listen, and I haven't even seen this. This is a new deck for me. So if you looked at the Hangman, sorry guys, okay? So being in this limbo energy, looking down at the ground, you're not seeing the cross here. Where am I? Right there. A cross, okay? Hanging by the red thread. Your connection to God, your these lower vibrational energies are trying to keep you distracted from your connection with God. So listen, they can try, but they're not going to succeed, and that's totally up to you whether you allow that to happen or not. With the Six of Swords being on the bottom, you have to move away from things that are causing disruption in your life, so that you can create more peace and move to a more peaceful way of being. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords with the Two of Swords. So ultimately, it is your decision, okay? And it's not just 2 decisions. There is another one, and I'm so glad Danny told me this, because I'll probably always use it from now on. But with the Two of Swords, it's not just this decision or that decision. There's also surrender. You can take the blindfold off. You can open your heart and surrender to what the universe is trying to tell you, because there's a new opportunity for love, truth, and clarity in this situation. It's a love for self. It is this one, a love for self, a love for source, a love for your journey, a love for life, allowing people to see your heart's truth, okay? And it's by going through this transformation that you are allowing your truth. I almost get this Excalibur feeling here. Only you can pull the sword out, guys. okay? And all these swans are surrounding it like we're ready. We're ready for the truth. We want to hear the truth, but only you can pull that out. You are the one to share this message, okay? So I hope, wow, man, these messages are hardcore. Okay, so I really hope these messages help you guys. And this is obviously about soul mission and soul contracts that are coming up today. So I hope that these resonate with you. If you need a personal reading, or, you know, even just someone to help you through the process of understanding what your mission is and how to get there and how to connect to spirit on a deeper level, or digging through your subconscious, that's what I do, and I'm very good at it. I believe in myself wholeheartedly when it comes to this work. I love what I do. So if you feel compelled to reach out for help, I am always here for you. You can reach out to me through whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. There's also a donation link down below if you feel compelled to support this channel to keep these videos going. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. And I wish you all the best of luck. You got this. Like, there's nothing stopping you. Go forth, my friends. Trust in yourself. Speak your truth and live your life fully, okay? I love y'all so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.